We are live, and hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of our Medieval Dynasty series. However, today is a special day. The game has finally released its 1.0.0.0 version, which means they consider this game ready for launch. And with launch, we're obviously going to start over, take all our lessons, and see how far we can come with our Medieval Dynasty. So I actually checked what are the settings for hard mode, because there are now preset hard mode that you could look into. It's actually not that interesting. It would just double everyone's HP or requirements. So without real extra challenge, I decided not to go for it.
I used to have a simple life. Whatever needed doing round the farm, I'd do it. Being the eldest son,
Freddy
it's
LaChance,
tough.
thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel.
But at least we had a living, and our plates were never empty. Then, the war came. I lost everything overnight. The last thing I remember is Father pushing me away, yelling for me to run, to live. At first, I didn't know what to do. Then, I remembered. A story my mother once told me. A story about my uncle, Jordan. He made a modest fortune up north, in a peaceful valley far away from the war. For weeks I held on to that thought, until the valley from my mother's stories. I could see it. This is where I can start a new life.
Nice. This is where I can start a new life. However, this is not where I can pick my gender. So we are still focused on a very male-centric protagonist. And that is fine. I think it's an opportunity for the future for the game, so they can expand if they want. To everyone who would like to play a female character instead, since the systems would pretty much work the same. Alright, so we are starting a new life. We immediately get the quest, but we already know what we want to do. If you have followed our previous series, the first thing that we want to do is grab stone. I feel like the camera angle changed a little bit. That's cute. We're gonna grab stone, we're gonna grab sticks, and with those we are going to craft daggers. I don't know if they have maybe changed this, but I saw something different right now. The broadleaf icon felt different. I think maybe the indicator for having to hold. Yes, okay, it has changed. It now basically asks you to hold down the button. That's cute. Okay, we're gonna keep on grabbing things while moving towards the city. I will be settling in the same place. It's not like our previous playthrough was too long. We only lived like a year and a half, maybe. So we really got to learn the nooks and crannies of that location, and what's best, we saw that it was a really good choice. So we're gonna keep on exploiting what we know of that location. Also, I really like being basically close to anywhere, to everywhere. The location I'm talking about is actually this valley here. We're gonna be using parallel roads to the west meridian, so to speak, in order to divide the sections, and then we're gonna be using this triangle to do any type of plantation that we need. It's not perfect, it's not optimal, but it's the way I like to do it, and that works out for me. So let's start with some basics before we go into daggers right away. We know we're gonna need an axe, so let's have it. Let's take the chance to speak to the town person. Unia Ghost. Okay, so. Oh, this has changed. So you know what? Let's this is 1.0. Let's go through the quest as if we had not known any of it. Those eyes! I didn't think I would see them again. One blue as the sky, and the other black like a lump of coal. That's funny. My grandmother used to describe them the exact same way. So you're not a ghost? Good. For a second there, I thought I lost it. Haha. But your eyes, you look just like him. Sorry, you must have mistaken me with someone. I'm new in these parts. Just arrived at the valley, actually. My name is Rasimir. I'm... Wanda's son, aren't you? Jordan's nephew? What? Did you know my mother? Not really. I knew of her. We didn't ever actually meet. He wanted to keep his family separate. I don't think I understand. You will... Wait. What do you mean by did? I know her. Is she well? I hope she is now, wherever that may be. I've lost both my parents in the war. Damn it, this world. I guess it can be as cruel as it is beautiful. I'm sorry, my boy. Nobody should lose their loved ones at such a young age. It's okay. They've died so I could live. And I plan to make the best of this life that I can, in order to honor the sacrifice. That's very mature of you. I'm sure they would be proud hearing that. You mentioned my uncle Jordan. I actually came here looking for him. Oh, Rasimir, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Your uncle Jordan is no longer with us. He passed away 3 years ago. I'm so sorry. I understand how you must feel. He was a dear friend of mine. So that's it? I'm the only one left? Don't you say that. Hey, look at me. This valley is filled with warm-hearted people who can gladly aid you in whatever you need. And I'm one of them. So what should I do now? You're free to go wherever you like and start a new life. I hereby grant you the permission of the Castellan to build and farm on any unutilized land in the valley. Construct yourself a house and see what comes next for you. You can even build a whole village if you please. There are many travelers passing through. Maybe some of them would like to join your settlement. Just like that, I can take the land free of charge. Well, you'd have to pay taxes to the king annually, but apart from that, you are free to do as you please. As long as you don't break the law, of course. But at least if you don't get caught doing so. That sounds amazing. The valley looks beautiful as well. I think I'll stay here and see what fate has in store for me. I'm glad to hear that. You can find resources all over the land. Grab a few rocks and sticks from the ground and craft yourself a simple axe. With it, you can cut down trees and chop them into logs. That's nothing any person would ever say. But fine, tutorial person, I'll take it. Then you can create a wooden hammer that will be crucial in the building process. I'm sure you'll get the hang of it. When you build yourself a home, come back to Gostovia and talk to my wife, Dobrionega. She manages the tavern. Ask her to feed you. You must be famished. And then grab some beers for both of us and come back. I'll tell you some stories about Jordan. That sounds like a plan to me. Okay, so the quest is very, very, very different. So I'm very happy to know. Collecting resources, thank you very much. I already know what to do. Cutting, thank you very much. I already know what to do. Oh, look at the tiny kids! Oh, that's new. I don't remember seeing any tiny. Hi, Tiny. My parents say I should not talk with strangers. I'll be on my way then. That was a cute Tiny. Oh my god, they changed everything. This is now a literal tavern and not a different building. That is so cool. That is so cool. Okay. Tab, knowledge, dynasty reputation. Tab, gun. Good. Okay, axe in hand. Let's move over. But before we do, we need 7 billion straw. Because we know where this is going. Read. We have so much to do, and it's just day one. New level of survival. Great. That is going great. Survival knowledge. Up you go. I actually didn't check if the skill trees changed. So I may want to double check that before I level up next time. How many are we aiming for? Let's see, 32 is one house. I'm gonna go for double 64. And let's grab some extras in case I'm making a math mistake. Yeah, 71 makes no sense. 72, thank you. Okay. Also in these sections it's usually common to find stones, so let's actually grab them. We're already moving towards our future home destination. And if I remember correctly, there used to be a shovel here. I think this was the shovel place. Bye bye shovel. You will be missed. Not having a shovel at the start sucks. Maybe it got moved a little bit. Let's see. 1 second. Alright. Let me check the image. It seems okay. Pause the game. I'm just gonna double check if the image is coming out correctly. Ooh, that's not nice. No, never mind. Now it loaded. Right, everything seems fine for me. So let's move on. Stones. Is this the shovel place maybe? Don't see any shovel. Spectral sight doesn't give us anything. Well, at least I found more stones. I feel like at any point we're gonna reach our maximum capacity. And that's fine. We can already craft a million things. So let's see. I would like to have a knife. Okay, are we in the right place? Yeah, a little bit misheaded. Oh, that's a boar. That's not something we want to fight right now. That's just a rabbit, that's fine. So sticks, sticks, sticks. And here is where we begin. Let's go. Ah, look, the offhand attack. Such a big change. We're still doing fine on food and water. Oh! It seems like they removed the overhead attack. The lengthy overhead attack. I'm okay with that. I guess people may have been trying very specific ways to dodge seeing that animation, right? Like hitting the tree from the side or anything. I can understand why the developers thought it was no longer necessary. Okay. Tuck. Tuck. I'm missing a little bit of body movement and emotion into it, but I'll take it. So, how do we begin? Are we in the right spot? Yes, so we want to cross this meridian already. And for that, I guess we can use the trees as reference. We want a straight west commitment. And finally, we want to drop all the logs right here. Road. From here, straight west. Okay, click. That should be sufficient for our beginnings. So, what are we gonna do then? Let us check. We have a bunch of sticks, some stones, and I would like to grab one of you. Then we go here, we craft a hammer. Then we go here, we craft a pickaxe, just to have. And then we can go back again and say, make the rest stone knives. Step number 1 of this playthrough will be Probably to build a house, to have somewhere to drop that at, and actually have a chest, so that we can drop the our excessive content there. Excess content. Chop you down. Birch tree is not ideal, but we'll take it. I guess we'll also start on some maple. So I'm pretty sure it's not the ideal path. Yeah. It's not the ideal path to spend some time to build a house. I would feel kind of awkward not having one. So please let me have one. Very happy this is not Valheim, so that logs are not killing me. And okay, we cannot move anymore. So this is the road. Building house, small house. I already need to organize this differently. So how many logs do I have right now? 10. We can drop 4 of them, and at least we can move. So again, build house. What are we gonna do? Leave some space from there, and I think this is fine. So now we do this, we do this. I think I got an achievement, because obviously it was worth mentioning that. The hammer animation got severely nerfed. Oh, that's not happy at all. At least the stamina. Wow, it got so nerfed that the stamina cost is now like very low. So I don't know how I feel about this. At least building is not so annoying anymore, but it's slow. It is ridiculously slow. If I remember correctly, there was one talent that allowed you to hammer faster, so maybe they are banking on that. Okay, so I'm already missing 3 logs, and I already need more sticks. I need like 7 more logs. 9 more logs. Okay. Oh my god, construction got super slow. That is bad. I wonder if in comparison all the times we had to wait for stamina made it like the same amount of time in the end, if you know what I mean. That would be curious to see. But for now, hammer up. We said we needed 9. That is 2 maples and a birch. Sounds about right. So on day 1 I will only worry about my own place. On day 2 we may make a second house so that we can have then also a wood extractor, and that should help us get going places. We are already carrying too much. Okay. Oh, grabbing the last things may not have been ideal. We can make it. Long distance building. Come on. Anytime now. Bam! Okay. Another achievement, I guess. So, pickaxe, off you go. Apples, bye-bye. Dried meat, all of you except 3. Oat rolls, no rolls. Straw, goodbye. Feathers, 2. I guess we could sell the feathers. Bring them back. Okay. It was a random log there, fine. Let's grab these logs, drop them in. Then go back out here, and I believe we should be making a trap. Very nice. So, journal. I think there are 2 different quests, right? Craft a wooden spear and hunt a wild animal and survive for a season. So we can ignore that for now. Survive for a season will just take longer. Ah, a card. Did not expect. Torch. That was it. Stone axe, okay. Yeah, you know what? I'll take that very happily. I wish I could repair you, my friend. That would be best for me. Ooh, a plank. That's completely useless. Okay, so let's change the plank for 1 log. And then that's it.